Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be like a draw with me plus a chat with me, and I'm going to be taking up a topic that I think you guys might find a little helpful. So well, before I get into that, I'm just going to talk about what I'm drawing really quickly. So I'm drawing this close-up face. I found this reference photo and I thought it was really beautiful. Uh, Everything was super detailed. She had rings on her finger, and as you guys know, because I've mentioned it multiple times, I love drawing jewelry. So I was like, oh, let's draw this. So I sketched it out first beforehand before the video. As you guys know, I don't really show my sketching process in my videos. I usually do that before I start filming. But if you want, if any of you want, I could show how I do it, in case you were struggling with that. Anyways, so I started drawing and I was using the reference photo, and this is a much closer up face than I normally draw. I usually have I usually have zoomed out and hair. I love drawing hair, so I always like to have hair included in there. But this time I decided, you know what, let's just make a bigger portrait, a bigger drawing. It took a very long time, and that's just because I was procrastinating, and I've been getting into digital art lately, so I've been trying to practice more with that than I have been with traditional art. So I was just working on this, and it was really fun, and drawing all the wrinkles and pores and everything, and it got me thinking I should make a video about a topic that I think is very necessary for drawing realistically. So what do you need for realism? Like, what are the things you need? I think one of the major things you need is a range of values. It doesn't matter what you're working with, pen, pencil, pencil crayons, anything like that, right? Graphite, doesn't matter. But if you have a range of values, that'll, like for example, right here I'm drawing in grayscale, and there's like 50 different values that I'm using, and that helps it look much more realistic than say if it were a cartoon. And a cartoon, you would see much flatter shades and not much variation. But when it comes to a larger range of values, that's where you start getting into the realistic side of things. Oh, just quick, I'm jumping. You just saw me draw the mouth. I loved drawing the mouth on this one. I don't know what about it. It was just there was lots of highlights everywhere, and I love drawing highlights. It's one of my favorite parts of drawing. But yeah, it was extremely fun, and I've never drawn a tongue before, so that was weird, but it was fun. I switched the angle here so you guys can see things a little better, because I'm about to start working on the hands, and the hands have jewelry on them, and like I mentioned before, I love drawing jewelry. It really pops out once you add the highlights. Anyways, so yeah, a range of values, that's where you start getting into the really realistic side of things. The next thing is stability and control, because if you don't have that, then you don't want to be able to easily change what's going on the paper, what you're drawing. And having stability and control with whatever medium you're using is necessary, because then you're able to completely flat out put down what you need to put down. Next, so just building off of that range of values thing, this is something I forgot to mention. Dimension is extremely important, because in real life, when you see things, there's always shadows everywhere. When you put something down on something, there's going to be a shadow, you know and it's important to create that depth so you know where things are going. So for example, the drawing I'm working on here, the hand in the corner, it gets darker as you go to the left, and that's because the hand is curving inwards, and it means there's less light shining on it there. So lighting is extremely important with that as well. This is why I recommend using reference photo for realism. It makes it much easier to understand where highlights are supposed to go. Yep. Anyways, those are basically the things. Like, generally, I have a couple of videos on realism. I'm definitely going to be making more, but those are generally the things you need to keep in mind if you want to draw realistically. So yeah, and there's the final piece. Thank you guys for watching, and see you next time. Bye.